What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the kitchen table. It's better than Bite Size today. It's all about Blade Runner 2049. Director, please.
Director is what's his name again? Denis Villeneuve. He's done a lot of little things, but the thing we're all gonna recognize him for is Sicario, Arrival, and this one. That'll give you a hint. If you've seen Arrival, you'll know where we're going.
Cast, Jarad.
All right, the cast. Ryan Gosling plays Kay. Dave Bautista is Sapper Morton. Harrison Ford is, I can remember his character's name. Rick Deckard. And then we could mention a couple other, I guess. Robin Wright, Lieutenant Joshi. And Mackenzie Davis plays Mariette. And that's...
Jared Leto.
Oh, and Jared Leto. Yep.
Don't forget him.
Can't forget Jared Leto, yeah.
I mean, we could, but...
So, no, but
okay.
no, I can't forget Jared Leto. He's Neander Wallace.
Yep.
That's about it.
Okay. Synopsis goes to me. It's been 35 years since the original, 1982. We now come to a new Los Angeles. 30-something plus years into the future, story time-wise. We're introduced to Ryan Gosling's character, which is K number dash something :7. Can't remember. And then he's an LAPD agent, LAPD police officer. He does stuff for the lieutenant, which we're not really privy to. He just kind of goes on these little
He's a
hunts.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, because he has to. Do I care to spoil this?
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Man, there's not much story where I can't... Okay.
Yeah. Stuff happens and he has to go do stuff.
I'm going to give the inciting incident, though. The inciting incident, the thing that sets him on his journey is a box hidden underground of the guy that he was investigating first.
Don't tell him what's in the box.
Played by...
What's in the box?
Drax. God.
Batista.
Thank you. Played by Drax. And so what's in that box propels him on his mission to figure out stuff because it deals with replicants and human beings and the existential life themes, meaning, holy shit, that type of stuff. That didn't say anything about the movie. But like the movie is, it really is a mind. So not as much as the first and not as entertaining as the first.
You're giving
or
it away.
were you entertained?
Slow down. We're not there yet.
I don't know.
We're going to the review. Slow down.
We will go into that.
Okay.
We actually explained a lot of that in the hour-long podcast.
Are you not entertained?
Anyway. badorbad.com/bad50. I think. Don't quote me on that. Good.
One sentence.
Oh, we have one. Forgot that Jarad was here this time. One sentence synopsis goes to Jarad.
I don't know if I have one, but it was gonna be Blade Runner and the City of Porn.
I like that actually.
Boobies.
Yeah, everywhere.
But that's where I was going with it. I don't know if it had to be the City of Porn, but
It felt like it.
Yeah.
For as many naked structures and yeah.
Okay, we'll leave that as a one sentence. Good parts.
Who's gonna go first?
about good parts. I'll go with good parts. The good parts was all the
Boobies.
all of the porn. No, like and the scene with Ana de Armas and Mackenzie Davis and Ryan Gosling.
The threesome,
kind of. No, I'm not trying to spoil it. But
you just said there's 3 people in it. So.
Yeah, that's all right. I just said it was a scene, and I said there was porn.
You don't know what happens.
Sink, damn it, sink. Okay.
That was a good part.
That was a good part.
For me, the good part was it still kind of stayed to the core of what made the original very interesting to me, which was the whole question of humanity, what makes a human a human. I love that kind of stuff. And
So the theme stayed the same for you?
overall, the theme stayed the same, even though Guy did a really good job of trying to muck it up. But anyway, that's going a little bit too soon. But yeah, my positive would be that. Yeah, my positive would be that.
Okay. My positive, I enjoyed Ryan Gosling. I actually enjoyed his acting in this one. He didn't make me want to barf.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
When we came out, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was like probably the only thing I could really think of that's high up there. Aside from the visuals, I had to give it to Denise because of all that. Plus, cinematographer, Roger Deakins. That's the man. Yeah, so visuals and Ryan Gosling. Okay. Bad parts. Womps.
The boom.
Brr.
Who's going to first?
You.
Me.
You.
I'm going to use the analogy I used during our hour long. The 6 feet of icing that we had to get through to get to the story and the meat and the heart of what it is. So much over exposition with visuals and all this other stuff and
talking.
And talking, and then it just killed the pacing. It made it too long. It made it drawn out. It made it really, with all that extra stuff, it diluted the story and made it really difficult for you to follow. And you can hear it, like, in the hour long, you will hear us trying to flesh out the story. It was that much, it was so muddled. That's my big negative. It shouldn't have been that. It should have been a lot more streamlined, a lot more clear, and directed more to the point and the theme of the movie than what we got.
It was a long movie. Jared.
Yeah, that's where I would go with it. It's just it was a long movie, and I didn't understand the storyline and how we got from point A to point B to C to D. And maybe they wanted us to think about the movie. Maybe they wanted us people to talk about it afterwards and be like, "How did that happen?" And everybody has to, get together. But it just it was really long, and
2 hour 44-minute running time.
And it wasn't just the running time. It was just long because everything moved along at a slow pace, and everybody moved really slow in the movie. No, there was no running in it.
Yeah.
There's no runner.
And there was also, when you don't have as much background music, no scoring, it was very limited in this one. Because I guess they wanted all the drawn out parts to be very silent to give you that emotive feeling of contemplation and stuff. And it worked. It was very contemplative. Very.
Contemplating on how quick we could get out of the theater?
It's so contemplative that I was contemplating other things besides the movie. So my bad would have to be definitely the pacing. I mean, I'm sure the story points were there. They were probably worked out, but they were so expended and there's a lot of stuff in between that kind of distracted me from what the main point of the plots were, where I didn't even figure out there was a subplot until this podcast. So, pacing. It could have been shorter, more concise, and led better. And also, in terms of pacing, it's also the exposition that goes within the pacing. So, instead of having the exposition be so much talky dialogue, he really wants to show it all in visuals. Let's make the visuals more concise instead of drawn out visuals. Well, a lot of things were drawn out.
Everything was drawn out.
Kind of like Arrival. Unlike Sicario, though, which I don't understand. Sicario was just boring just because...
It was boring.
It was just boring because it was boring. Arrival was just too much subtext and meta-ness. This one is borderline psychotic. Can I call a movie psychotic? Like it's that kind of movie where it's a person that just is really contemplative, really thinking, and you just know like that dude's psycho. Like he's thinking about everything. He's thinking about the subtext and the water. And the water thing.
What is with
right?
the water?
The subtext in the water, the subtext in the color scheme of the radioactive places on Earth, because they didn't even go into why all this stuff was so bad and dystopian, demolished, and
it had something to do with the replicants in the original, back to the original, but they don't really go too far into it.
Yeah. And then just the unrealistic part for me of this Los Angeles that's so cramped with people and overpopulated, but yet throughout the movie we don't really see very many people. So it makes me feel like it was a stage play compared to just a movie. And it had the feel of a stage play too. A lot of long, drawn out takes.
Yep.
A lot of performances that were just kind of like one dimensional solo. I don't know. Okay, so overall feelings of it, I'm kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
What do you have?
Agreed.
Just
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
If it was shorter, it'd be good. I
Might have
think
been
I
better.
just
Yep.
have a tough time sitting through it, and not looking at my clock.
Yes.
Otherwise than that, I liked everything about the movie.
Yeah, see, like I said before in the other podcast, I am stuck between liking it and not liking it. It's meh. It's It's, I guess that's my thing. It's meh.
So I guess we got your answer.
Meh.
So you're gonna meh?
I'm gonna meh.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm stuck because it gave me enough of the original, which I liked, but then added everything else. So I'm with Jarad too. If it was cut down, it would have been a lot better. So I'm gonna go meh, just because it's like the 2:44 running time kills it. It kills it to me. So meh.
All right. For me, the only problem I had with it was that it was Blade Walker, right? So
No blade running.
yeah. Otherwise than that, I'd say do it.
Daywalker.
I'd say do it. I think it's worth seeing. It's cool. It's a cool movie. I never really saw the first one, or if I did, I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But just on its own, I think it's a good movie.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
See, I want to like it.
I know I'm conflicted.
You know, because
I'm
it's
conflicted.
It's still a very visually appealing film.
It has things that
It's based.
make it watchable, but
Yeah.
then it has all that. So
There
yeah.
are moments that I really like, and there are moments that I like that I wish were not so drawn out.
And then there are moments that I hate in this movie.
Absolutely
Hate. Yep. Yep.
Okay, I have no feelings on it,
There you go.
but I will end up getting it because I have to figure some stuff out.
Right.
Next on the list, what we say? Thor, Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. We're down to very few
Thor
films
Ragnarok.
left for the year, and then we'll do our year end.
Star Wars. What you said? We're at 3 left, right?
Yep.
Well, Thor Ragnarok.
Justice League.
That's right.
And then Star Wars.
Almost threw Justice League out because of the new trailer. You saw the new trailer.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
New trailer for Star Wars. That was a silent scream of happiness.
Okay, so until next time, Thor Ragnarok.
See you later.